So I just finished the first season of Supernatural, and now I'm about to correctly predict how it's gonna end. Yeah, throughout my watch of the first season of Supernatural, I was doing a little detective work, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out plots before they happen, trying to figure out the monsters of the week, trying to figure out what's happening with the dad, Madeir popping up.
Are either one of you secretly married to one of my children?
And in the middle of watching, I thought, why not you do this with the whole show? Now I heard this show was hard to predict, especially with 15 seasons, but I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna take my chances and we're gonna see what we could conjure up. Now we're about to split this video into 3 sections. 1, going off what I know, just listening off everything I've heard, everything I've seen with the first season. Second part is gonna be me filling in the blanks of what happens before the finale happens. And the last part, of course, the finale. Now I'm gonna make sure I don't get any more information that I need while trying to figure this out, even while editing this video. I'm not even gonna spoil myself with the editing. I'm gonna leave the reveal up to y'all. Y'all gonna tell me if I'm right or wrong, where I'm hot at, where I'm cold at. This is gonna be a game for us, man. So let's start with Supernatural, man. Now everything I need to figure out is right here in my handy dandy notebook. First off, of course, we gotta list off, what do we know? 1, Sam and Dean are brothers. I know. Secondly, Meg becomes a reoccurring character. Now I knew of Meg before I even sat down and watched Supernatural, mainly just from a clip on YouTube just popping up in my suggested box. I watched it, and now I know about Meg. This it's as simple as that. Now, of course, I didn't know everything about Meg. For instance, from watching the first season, I found out that she is actually a demon, and she possesses the bodies of these people when she's not actually these people. So for me, it explains why the video went from this blonde chick to this dark-haired chick. But I don't think she stays a body hijacker for long. We're gonna get into that later. RIP First Meg, by the way. I thought I just mentioned that. Third on the list, the series takes a drop in quality after season 5. Now, I've seen this everywhere, from my sisters, Reddit, a YouTube video. I haven't watched the YouTube video, but you know what I'm saying, title and thumbnail, they explained it. Basically explained it. That's all I need to know. It is all I needed to know that the Supernatural community is in common agreement that the show just don't hit as well as it did in its first 5 seasons. And a couple of things that might back up that statement from everybody is the next thing, they canonically collab with Scooby-Doo and their own actors. Now the Scooby-Doo clip popped up on my timeline. I ain't watch it, but I know it exists. And same goes for the actor thing, although I did watch that one. Because I didn't know the names of these actual actors. So when they started talking about themselves, I was curious, who are they talking about? Them. Now, these aren't definite signs of drops in quality, but typically when shows start getting this type of wacky, they really don't care too much about the writing. They're just kind of doing whatever at this point. That's what I think. I don't know. First season watcher, I don't know, but. Next on the list is that they fight the devil. What the devil look like, what the devil's powers are, I don't know. But at some point in this show, we get celestial. They start messing with angels, demons, things of that nature. They probably meet God for all I know. I don't know. Matter of fact, they might just meet God because next on this list is they die multiple times and come back. Everybody on this show dies at least once and comes back. Right now, I'm on season 2, episode 2, and the 2 confirmed deaths are the mom and her dad. And I know they both come back. So, next thing, hopping back to the first 5 seasons, they haven't killed the demon that killed their mom yet. Next, they get 2 other comrades added to the team. Now, I don't know their names, I don't know what they do. They look old, don't know what the purpose is, but I've seen their pictures on Netflix. They exist. Other than that, Sam has visions and telekinetic powers. Their parents were also demon hunters before they were born. I found this out through looking at Disney's zombie movie. Clicking on the lead actress's other roles, found out that she played the mother in the prequel show to this. A prequel show that only lasted 1 season, but you know what I'm saying, what you gonna do, it exists. It's lore, it's canon. And next is the devil becomes a neutral. Not exactly good, not exactly bad, but he's neutral. And last but not least, the devil is not the last thing they fight in this show. Now, it would make sense for it to be that, but it's not for some reason. What type of demon can they fight at the end of the series that's more intense and more dramatic than the devil? I have no clue, but we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure it out here, man. Let's get to the in-betweens. All right. Now y'all get to criticize me. From here on out, this is nothing but speculation, guesses on how the story will play out from seasons 2 to 14. Don't go crazy on me in the comments, man. These are just guesses. Okay? Okay. Starting off with the first one. After season 5, the show gets a little less serious and a little more wacky. Now, when I say wacky, I'm not saying that it becomes like slapstick humor. It becomes like some type of comedy. But it's just an overall lighter tone to the show than what was going on in the first 5 seasons. Like for season 1, for instance, that's a way more dark, chill, fall type of vibe. A lot of things that they do is taken with way more weight that I feel like will get just a little lighter once we get past season 5. Commence the comments, it's go time. Y'all, go ahead. The demon that killed her mom, also known as Yellow Eyes, lasts up until season 5. Now, it makes sense for them to kill him in season 2, in the next season. You know what I'm saying? Because in season finale, he almost killed them and nearly succeeded in killing Dean. And now because of that demon, their dad is dead. You know what? Maybe them killing this demon brings back both their dad and their mom. Maybe that's how they come back. I don't. So like I said, I can see Yellow Eyes getting killed off in season 2, but I think he's gonna last until season 5. They're gonna keep raising the stakes. He gonna keep doing stuff. They're gonna keep doing stuff until it all build up in the season 5 finale in the big battle where they kill him off for good. You know what? They might think that they killed him off in season 2, but then he come back in the next season, and then from there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me if I'm doing something. Y'all tell me if I'm doing something, man. The mom and dad come back in season 6, and for a little while, or maybe that season alone, they're hunting as a family until eventually Celestials come in. I guess they die again. But they die again, but this time because Celestials are involved, they get to exit together to heaven. Next up, we're dealing with Meg. I think she becomes an anti-hero. You know what I'm saying? She's not good, she's not bad. At certain points, when the brothers need her, they pick her up. She kind of like Spike in the earlier seasons. You know what? Spike is actually a great comparison because not only do I think that she moves in an anti-hero type of way, but I think she also gets with one of the brothers. I don't know how that happens because, you know what I'm saying, she got to possess people. But I think as the show goes on, which I don't think Meg will last that long, but we're going to talk about that. But as the show goes on with Meg, I think she has her own body. And with her own original body, she gets with one of the brothers. I'm assuming Sam because they was already moving with that in season 1, but yeah. And we're getting with one of the brothers, most likely Sam. She ends up sacrificing herself in her last appearance, going out in the final deed of true goodness. Sounds exactly like Spike, but you know what I'm saying? Who don't borrow from Buffy at this point? Who don't? All right, so after they deal with Yellow Eyes in season 5, from season 6 on to I want to say season 10, they deal with different big bads across each season. You know what I'm saying? Each season gets its own big bad that they defeat in the final episode. Until we get to what I say, 10? Season 11, maybe 10, 11, the devil becomes the main antagonist up until they have to defeat him in season 14. Now, saying that the devil shows up a little later I don't think it's too far-fetched because although they might introduce Celestials in season 6, season 7, season 8, they won't show the devil being like the main thing immediately. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to deal with his henchmen. You gotta give him time to build the suspense. So around season 11, probably season 10, but 11, devil becomes that dude and they're gonna have to deal with him. Now, how are they gonna deal with him when they don't have powers? Which leads me to the next thing. Sam never uses his telekinesis ever again. The first season is the last time it ever shows up. Now, I'm very confident in this one because when I was talking to my sisters about Sam's telekinesis, they didn't know what I was talking about. They was confused. But then I said season 1, they was like, oh yeah, he do have that. So, you know what I'm saying, putting 2 to 2 together, he doesn't use it ever again. The writers must have just forgot that he had that power, which is stupid because it's a supernatural show. They're dealing with the devil. If he got them powers, let him use it. But hey, y'all do y'all. Y'all do y'all. And last but not least, I've already been mentioning this, but they defeat the devil in season 14, and season 15 is when an even bigger bad shows up for them to deal with and wrap the whole story up. Now, how exactly do they defeat the devil, knowing that they don't kill him per se because the devil is still in season 15, but he's not a threat anymore? I think they do some type of seal, like some type of sealing on him to where he can't use his powers anymore. So he's just basically just a dude at this point. I think that's what they're gonna do with him in season 15. The devil is sealed up, he can't use his powers, he just exists. And from here, we can do fun little guesses on how many times do Sam and Dean die. Sam about 3 times, Dean about twice. All right, no, let me switch it. Sam is twice, Dean is 3 times. I'm clocking out right now. Y'all go ahead, tell me in the comments, man. And with the in-betweens filled in, let's get to the final season of Supernatural. Now, with the information I have on Sam and Dean and what I guessed at how this stuff is about to play out, I'm very confident in how season 15 goes and how this season finale ends. Let's get to it. The final season deals with Sam and Dean getting ready to hang up the hunting life. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing it for 15 plus years. How much longer can they keep going on this and not pursue their true interests? We already know Sam wants to do something. What was it, accounting? I don't remember specifically what Sam wanted to do, but he wanted to do something other than hunt all his life. Now he already done spent 15 years of his adult life hunting. He in his late 30s, early 40s at this point. Bro ready to hang it up. He ready to finally live a normal life. And with Dean, after thinking all he wanted to do was hunt, somewhere in between these seasons, he finally found something that he wanted to do outside of hunt. And with this season, they're doing their final few missions, their final monsters of the week, their final big bad. And after it's all said and done, they about to go chill, man. I'm confident in that. Real confident. Now, what big bad is they about to be fighting after the devil? A demon who was jealous of the devil, and now that the devil doesn't have his powers anymore, he ready to take his place. But I think this demon is about to be a little more reckless and a little more ruthless than the devil was. So basically, they're about to be dealing with a wannabe devil who has no rules. He about it in ways that the devil wasn't. I think that's a good way to one-up the devil, you know what I'm saying? And with this demon, he gets dealt with the episode before the finale. The finale is just a chill episode of them finally getting to live their life. We finally get to see them just be normal. The episode before the series finale, Dean is about to die for the 3rd time, Dean is about to die for the 3rd time, for sure. And both their parents come back, and it's all-out battle of all the hunters and their 2 comrades, whoever they are, and the devil. Yeah, he gonna have to fight the dude who trying to take his place. Why would he not? You know what I'm saying? That's the only way the devil will ever help in a type of fight like this. They defeat him in some type of, I don't know, some family Kamehameha type of thing going on. the power of the Grimms type of thing, I don't know. And they kill him. They don't seal him up like the devil. He's gone. He dies. And then the last episode, they drive off. Dean drops off Sam. He gets to live his life. Dean living his life. One of them lives on a farm. I just got a gut feeling. One of them is going to have a farm. Either one of them or both of them. Either way, a farm is there. And we probably get a little bit of a time jump. Probably like a year later, a couple years later, probably a couple months later for real. But I'm leaning on a year or 2, or a couple years. One of them or both of them is going to have a family at the end. Finally, after being on the road, living in the car for 15 years, they get to start a family, live life. And the last scene is going to be them driving off in the car on the road, doing whatever, but they're driving off in the road, man. And the screen fades to black, series over. Tell me how good I just did right there, man. Tell me how good I just did right there, man. Y'all can't tell me I'm not hot with how this series is about to wrap up. Y'all go ahead, correct me if I'm wrong though. But I'm very confident in this. Now I can't wait to see your comment to see how much stuff that I get wrong and how much stuff that I get right. But it's up to y'all now, man. It's up to y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, man.
Welcome to the kingdom.